audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Camille Majdali.
We're enjoying a journey through a discussion about the biblical character of Sampson. With so many strengths and so many glaring weaknesses, we can see ourselves in the life of Sampson. Camille, if we're talking today about the great looks, the wonderful image, even the physical size and stature of the likes of a biblical character of Sampson, there might be a sense here that as we're looking at others who are around us in our sphere of influence, in our sphere of friends, that those people might be so image-oriented, they're not necessarily looking at the strengths that need to be born within. What are your thoughts about how we can be fooled by the image and even by the size of some people who we are in contact with?
I've learned a long time ago, Neil, that life is not what it seems, especially on the outside. It is so easy to look at somebody and think they have it all. And the fact is, they are very, very lonely, weak, and driven by massive personal problems. I've learned also, don't be fooled by size. I remember a humorous story, and I know the two characters involved. They both ordained ministers in my denomination, as I am, and one is humongous, almost the size of a gorilla. The other is a guy probably 5'5". And the story goes that the gorilla-like guy knocked on the door of the little guy. The little guy opens the door, not even knowing who it is. So the gorilla man comes and tackles him. Like, let's tussle, let's wrestle. Can you imagine opening the door, this wall of human comes in, and next thing you know, you're on the floor turning around. I asked the little guy, as I heard the story, what happened? Who won? And you know what he said? I won. The little guy won the wrestling match. I said, how did you do it? He said, simple. Well, first of all, I'm an experienced wrestler. But what I did is I caused the weight of the gorilla man to work against him. And so that is rather remarkable. After all, let's not be fooled by size. Goliath was a big man, an experienced warrior, well-armed, and yet he was felled by one simple stone from a teenager named David. Or Sampson, who's the subject of our current series. He slew 1,000 men with the jawbone of a donkey, and yet the same man was defeated by one little woman named Delilah.
So are we talking here about the strength of the individual coming down to what we might even say are attitudes either shaped by the weaknesses, and we've talked in earlier programs about the sinful nature, or shaped by attitudes towards God that give us a certain strength that can't be gained anywhere else?
Ultimately, Neil, power and strength comes from God. But the power and strength that comes from God normally does not go to people who are self-sufficient and who think they're strong. The strength that comes from God comes to people who acknowledge their weakness. After all, the Apostle Paul was very strong in so many ways, but he's the one that taught us, when I am weak, then I am strong. In other words, he admitted his weakness, turned to God, and God filled every pothole.
Faith and the Future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Camille Majdali from Teach All Nations. For more from Dr. Majdali, including books and DVDs on prophecy, Bible commentaries, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future, go to vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.